everyone, and welcome to today's video. Now today we're going to be talking about the Qatar Grand Prix that just happened in Formula 1. But before we get into that, let's talk about Saudi Arabia, which is the next race for the F1 and F2 schedule. There has been some rumors about if the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix is going to happen. Um, Obviously, we still don't know, but it's most likely going to be continuing. It just depends on the track inspections and everything, if it's all safe and all good to race on. We did obviously saw some images I think from the Saudi Arabian official account on social media that obviously showed us pictures of the track, which does look very close or even finished. So hopefully we can obviously race at Saudi Arabia after what everyone thought it might have been cancelled because it just wasn't ready yet to be raced at. But as what it looks like right now, it's probably going to be raced. We just have to wait and see. Anyways, let's have a look at the track times for Formula 1, and then I'll go to Formula 2 as well. So Formula 1, FP1 and FP2 on December 3rd, which will be on, bloody 24-hour times. That is 6:30 to 7:30, and then FP2 would be on, I think, 10 to, no, it'll be 8, wait, hang on, no, 9 to 10, right? I can't remember. 9, 10, 11, no, 8, I think. I think it's 8. 8. I'm a Dumbo. So let me just restart. So the FP1s will start at 4:30. That's what I meant to get to 5:30. I don't know why I kept saying 7. I just keep looking at the file number, whatever. And then FP2, that will start at 8 o'clock. There we go, to 9 o'clock. There we go, we're getting there for once. FP3 and qualifying on December 4th. FP3, that will start on 5 o'clock and then at to 6 o'clock, and then qualifying at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And finally, for the race, it is a very oddly Pacific 8:30 to 11:30. So it's gonna be a little bit longer than normal. I think it's 50 something, 70 something laps. I don't actually know how many laps this is. If I have a look, it is a total of 50 laps, around a 6.174 kilometers circuit. It is the fastest circuit, or fastest street circuit actually. Yeah, so that's Jeddah for F1, and then we move on to F2. We can't really see here, but for free practice on Friday, it'll be at 1:45 to 2:30. Qualifying on Saturday, including also the sprint race 1, that'll be on 6:20 to 6:50, and then the race 1 and then the sprint race 1, that'll be once again on a Saturday. That does not make sense. Oh, okay. So Saturday will first. So first will be the sprint race 1 on a Saturday, which will be at 3:30 to 6:15, and then it'll be qualifying at 6:20 to 6:50. The Sunday, sprint race 2, that will be at 9:40 to 10:25, and then the feature race on a Monday, that would be on 5:25 to 6:25. We got there at the end. Those are all the timings. And so the sprint race 1, that'll be 20 laps, or 20 laps of both sprint races, and then 28 laps for the feature race. Let's now have a look at the qualifying. And here it is. So this was the starting grid. Lewis Hamilton got pole position. I think that's 102nd career pole. Then Pierre Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Lando Norris, Carlos Sainz, Valtteri Bottas, Max Verstappen, Yuki Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, and Sebastian Vettel ran out of the top 10. So I think Verstappen, Bottas, they both got penalties, I think, for yellow flag infringements, if I remember correctly. I know Verstappen did. I don't know about Bottas. I think it's yellow flag infringements, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong. I don't actually know. But which meant Pierre Gasly was promoted up from 4th place to somehow in the front row. I still don't know how he's done this. He's done a phenomenal job. He's most likely going to be my driver of the year, I'll be honest. And obviously, I'll be reviewing my predictions from the beginning of the year. And then I guess for the other drivers, um, Sergio Perez, Lance Stroll, Charles Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo, George Russell, Kimi Raikkonen, Nicholas Latifi, Antonio Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher, and Nikita Mazepin right out all the rest of the field. And yeah, so Bottas and Verstappen penalized 3 and 5 grid places respectively for yellow flag infringements during qualifying. I think that was caused by, was it an AlphaTauri? I think it was. I swear. I think it was an AlphaTauri which caused the car, which caused yellow flags from qualifying. But I might be completely wrong. I don't actually know. I'm a bit of a dumbass. Anyways, let's get into the race, and that was won by Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen got to second place, and the return of the eyebrows man, the eyebrows lord himself, Fernando Alonso, gained his first podium since his return. I think since 2014. That was the last time he got a podium, and he's finally got one now for Alpine. I just want to say Alpine, they've done a really, really good year right now. They got away with Ocon, and then now they got a podium with Alonso. So both of the Alpine drivers have gotten a podium, which is fantastic for them. Fourth place was Sergio Perez, who came through the field twice. I mean, first of them was, I think all two of them were for pit stops. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, and Sebastian Vettel ran out the top 10. Then for the rest, Pierre Gasly, Daniel Ricciardo, Yuki Tsunoda, Kimi Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher, George Russell, Nikita Mazepin, and two drivers who DNF'd, Nicholas Latifi and Valtteri Bottas, both with punctures. George Russell also had a puncture, but he was able to survive. So I think Pirelli will be looking into that and wondering what caused those punctures. Verstappen got fast lap of the race, while driver of the day was Fernando Alonso. I mean, obviously. Where did he came from? He finished third. He started third and finished third. I mean, he's done a phenomenal job. And now this year in F1, well, I wouldn't say he's done a phenomenal job. He's done a pretty decent job. Let's just say that. And obviously gained that third place. A really good job by him. And that's obviously helped Alpine as well in the constructors standings, which I'll probably be looking at as well. And we've obviously heard the news that Antonio Giovinazzi will be leaving Alfa Romeo to join Formula E, to join Dragon Penske Racing, partnering up with Sergio Santa Camara, and Guan Yu Zhou will be filling in that seat for next season. So let's now have a look at the standings, and we have a look at the standings right now. For the driver standings, it's gotten a lot more closer now. Verstappen, 351.5 points over Lewis Hamilton's 343 points, which is basically this may take some time. The difference of only 8 points coming into the penultimate race, actually. So we have a title contention in our hands for Abu Dhabi, the newly paved Abu Dhabi. They've obviously done some track configuration changes, and I think it's all been complete, but I don't actually know. Third place is Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz. If I scroll down, there we go. Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, and Fernando Alonso ran at the top 10. Then Esteban Ocon, Sebastian Vettel, Lance Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell, Kimi Raikkonen, Nicholas Latifi, Antonio Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher, Robert Kubica, and Nikita Mazepin ran out all the drivers who have competed in the 2021 season. Let's now have a look at the teams. So the constructor standings, Mercedes has now taken over Red Bull. Only 6 points right now is the difference between those two teams. Ferrari is third with 297.5 points. Then McLaren, Alpine, AlphaTauri, Aston Martin, Williams, Alfa Romeo, and Haas still with no points to their name as of currently for this season. I mean, Qatar was, meh. I actually did watch the highlights for once, which is why I actually knew some of the stuff, and also because I wrote stuff down as well on my notepad, which is right here. There it is. Just so, obviously, I took some key points I need to talk about. But obviously, we'll be moving on to Saudi Arabia. I don't actually know if it is going to be going on, but most likely that'll be on the 3rd to the 5th of December for F1, and for F2, that would be also on the 3rd to the 5th of December. And obviously, we kind of have a title contention in our hands. That Oscar Piastri is currently leading, who obviously was called up to be now the reserve driver for Alpine for next season. Guan Yu Zhou, just like, I mean, he's obviously signed to Alfa Romeo. Then Robert Schwartzman, Nick Dan Ticktum, Teo Porcher, Yuri Vips, Jihan Derivula, Liam Lawson, Felipe Djokovic, and Richard Verschoor ran out of the top 10. That's all I'm going to be doing because I can't be bothered to do the rest of the drivers. So, obviously, when Jeddah comes in, I'll be talking about F2 first, and then I'll talk about F1. So, yeah, that's really about it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.